Okay, excuse me. Well, today I was going to make a little video about the fodder growing system, just to show you how it works per se. And I didn't really even make any notes. Let's see. I'll start with, this is the reservoir tank where the water drains into. So this is a closed system. I'm not sure why, but I thought we had a drain out here. And I was just we were gonna put fresh water in and then just have it drain out. But to be honest, this is probably much more efficient as far as like conserving water. So the water, and I just cleaned this out, so it looks pretty good right now. But by the end of the week, I clean it out every week, once a week. I drain it, and it's easy to do because you put a spout there, a valve, and I hook up a garden hose and drag it outside, just drag it out the door and then drain it. You can actually see that big open spot in the snow there. That's where it drained out earlier this morning. And now it's hooked back up to the fodder system. So how this works, I don't feel like this is in focus. I'm trying, I don't know how to focus it better. So there is a pump in here. This is the pump. So I usually keep this lid down like this on it. I don't really close it all the way. But the pump pumps the water through this green hose. It goes underneath the system and then it connects over here. And then the water goes up this pole and then out these lines into the beds. Okay? The pump is run on a timer. It goes off every 4 hours, but to be honest, I might even put it every 5 hours because I think it's maybe a little too much. And let's see, you can kind of tell where we're at here. I'm just doing this for demonstration today. So I already harvested this side and I put it in a bucket here. Okay, I'll harvest the other side in a bit. You want it about 4 inches. Oh, here comes Benjamin outside. It's like, what is this out here? You want it about 4 inches tall, and you want it to have a nice mat of roots, okay, like this. See? And the problem is at the lower end where it drains out, I think it's sitting too long. That's why I think maybe the 5 hour time might be better. And it only goes on for 3 minutes, but that's just enough time for it to water everything. And as you might guess, the bottom tiers grow a little slower than the top. So actually the top ones will take maybe 7 days and the bottoms take 9 days. So it's pretty easy to we just harvest the top more often, and that gives the bottom area more time to grow. And it grows so fast. So for example, these are for tomorrow and they don't look like it as tall as the other one, but by tomorrow they'll be shot up, and once they get growing, they really goes quickly. Okay, so the water goes in and then it drains out the bottom where that little black thing is. That's the drain, and it goes back down through the tubes and then through that hose back into the system. So it just circulates through the whole system. I have to add water to the reservoir tank like 2 times during the week. Usually is enough. So I'm going to show you how I'm going to, luckily I have, water out here, so that works good. I do put some hydrogen peroxide. I only put this is at 12%, so it's more concentrated than the stuff you get at the drugstore. I put it just a 1/4 cup in the reservoir. And I guess there's a lot of benefits of hydrogen peroxide in a hydroponic type of system like this. If I can get this to stay here, I will try to roll up that other grass. You can't make it too big or it won't fit in the bucket. Here's where the matting kind of breaks down a little bit. Got most of it. It's pretty messy. There's a lot of wheat on the floor. That will be cleaned up at the end of the season. So this is, you know, just something you do during the winter when there's no grass growing outside, especially now. I'm making this video, it's like 16 degrees outside. So it's very, very cold. Use this little tool to help clean it up a little bit. That gets all the extras. The old maids, I call them. So I'm just going to show you quickly so it has to soak, the seeds have to soak before you put them in the system. So these have been soaking for overnight. There's a lot of controversy about how long you need to soak them. A lot of things suggest you only need to soak them for like 30 minutes. It just works better for me to soak them overnight. It just fits into my schedule better. So you put them and clean them out. And when I do put them in the soak bucket, the first time I do add a little tiny bit of some bleach, 10% bleach, because this wheat is super dirty when I get it. And you do not want any type of, you know, microorganism, fungus or whatever to take off in your fodder system. It would contaminate the whole system. So I want to be real careful. And then I rinse that out. I put it in the morning and in the afternoon. I come and rinse it out for the next day and use it. So got this fancy tool, and you kind of see, just even it out. This isn't perfect, but I'm just trying to be quick. So I'll clean out this side more, and then I always bleach it and clean it out real good, and then put in the new wheat. So that'll be ready in about 7 days. I'm going to go into more details about why we do the fodder in the actual blog post that's going to be with this video. I think that's pretty much all I wanted to say. The other thing is we had to put a heater out here. Here's the heater, because there was no heat in this room. But it gets a good amount of light. As I said, the bottom tiers, they don't grow slower because they don't get as much light. And I've thought about I've seen some actual vertical type lighting, you know, like they're like these big, you know, fluorescent tubes, but it's vertical. And I'm thinking about, you know, maybe adding something like that. But, you know, to be honest, it's working fine. So kind of figure why bother? It's working well as it is. And that would mean more cords, and you can see there's a lot of cordage and hose and everything to kind of walk around. Which is fine. I mean, you know it's there, so you be careful, but that would just mean more things to kind of maneuver around. So that's it. The girls love it, obviously. So I'm gonna end this video and finish up out here and go feed it to the girls. Bye, everyone.